part 2 of the Punters show, and as Glenn was alluding to before we had our little break, which means nothing, they decided to put a bar in the betting ring on Saturday.
But the most funny thing about it is, I mean, administrations watch this show and we're just a different point of view, and I think we have a lot to offer. We bring a lot of people, a lot of turnover to the game.
I would think so.
I think we have some good ideas, and bar getting the computers back on a race course, they've never done one thing we thought was right.
And I think as far as betting ring experience, I think, and in Sydney betting ring experience, I think our attendance ticket's probably marked more than anyone, isn't it?
And no one's got a bigger attendance than me.
No, you're exactly
every
the
betting
man.
ring,
exactly,
every day of the week.
Yeah. And we should say firstly, Glenn and Mark, too, for as far as a temporary thing is with Rosehill getting redone internally,
we understand squash.
They have what they did as a temporary measure has been very good
until
and
only for 5 years now. I've just talked on the show and to everybody out there, I know you've got to sell drinks to make money, but you've got to create a pit for people to turn over money, because there's a lot of money in that. And I've been asking for no drinks in the betting ring. I've been asking for no drinks.
Yeah.
So after 5 years of asking for no drinks in the betting room,
we have
they put a bar in the betting room.
The only thing,
it just shows you how much they hate me.
I think the only thing they stuffed up, it should have been an island bar right in the middle of the betting ring. That would have been better.
That's right. Okay, and you people think, oh, it's a bar in the betting. You've got to pass the drink. There are 6 other bars within 55 yards of that bar in the betting ring. Yeah. Within 55. I went and walked them all out.
Yeah, and
so I'm a bit mad.
And that's I mean, it's a cramped space, and it was exactly where you, me, Bobby Grimberg,
people turn over.
DA's team, who's turning over $45 billion on it.
Over 10,000 on every race on Saturday.
Yeah.
And some races up to 20,000 with buying and selling. Now, I don't know, they sound like pretty big numbers to me, and I'm only betting small at the moment.
Yeah,
and because my position might only be 3,000 or 4,000, whatever. But all that turnover generates a lot of money, but you've got a bar there.
Yeah, that's right. And
that's a bar.
Exactly.
And the look on the girl's face, I've got to say a big hello to the bar girl, because I walked up there like a complete wombat before the first. I said, can you help me out? I'm looking for a bar. And she just looked at me like I was fucking something.
You know what the saving grace was? Because for those who weren't there, which most of you wouldn't be, the bar was sort of, you got the betting ring along that way, and the bar was there, which is not a really huge space, and that was lining straight back into Rails Bookmakers, Grant Palmer stand. Who else was on the end with him? Almost Dave Dwyer stand.
15 yards away.
15 yards, and it was lucky that wasn't, because you looked at it at the start, you think, geez, you know what, with the queues at the bars that they normally get at the races.
Thankfully there was 6 other bars.
That was going to really conflict. I thought they'd be distinct for sure. Luckily that bar wasn't a success in selling.
How much did you turn over then on the weekend? How much did that go? How much of that turnover goes into racing?
I turned over 150.
Yeah.
That's me, and I'm betting small.
Well, I mean, what's the turnover tax now? They've got it up to 95%.
2.5%, and then Betfair's that are different, isn't it?
So it's about $3,700 I created for somebody besides me.
Yeah.
So they don't realise that your $3,700 is going into racing, and that bar that you might drag one person buying 3 drinks there. It's $18, $21.
I don't understand what they're thinking.
No, well, they could have put it anywhere else.
I understand. No. I need to do a bit of research this week. We need to do some research. When you have a licensing agreement, are you allowed just to put as many bars in as you like? Well, it depends on what are the conditions of your license.
Well, I'd imagine if you're looking at RSA, having a bar lining into a betting ring with people there, that was a potential for drama.
I remember 3 years ago I rang up Pepsi Cola to find out what's the recommended retail price for a can of Coke. They said $2.50. They said, but we've heard of some very suspect people charging $3. And what about the race club? They charged $3.80. The shit on them and couldn't talk.
Really? Well, okay, that's the problem with the racing industry. Like the ATC will say, well, we need to make money because they probably don't get as much of that turnover.
No, they'll argue, we don't see that or whatever. That's fantastic.
I don't blame them. They need to get money into their own coffer. Well, they need to sit down and race in New South Wales and say, let's just all work together and restructure it.
Again, the regulator's in conflict with the race club.
Put it the same as a golf club. A golf club gets a certain amount of money off a person per year to be a member.
Yeah.
Now, most members, and you know who you are out there, you are the tightest arsed fuckers. Buy your golf balls at Kmart and fucking fish them out of the river. You're the lowest bludgers of all time.
Every golf club member. Every single one of you.
They are that tight, Dallas, you got no idea.
All of them. Not one is out there.
They're all brushed. But then what the golf clubs do is they put on the corporate events or the public in the afternoon and they make a quid out of them. So they provide for both. I'm saying to the race clubs, provide for the punters.
Yes.
They turn over a stack of money. We want to get them back to the track. They need an area to bet. And the drinkers, we need the drinkers, we need the girls with no underwear on with their legs open as you walk past the parade ring and just go, what is going on? We need them, but we need them in another area.
Beautiful.
Big hello to all the girls
Yeah.
in Parramatta.
So-
Can we hashtag please put some underwear on?
Well, I've got my own story to tell. As you know, I brushed through Kembla yesterday. I couldn't get to the bookies.
Yeah. What about Kembla?
I could not get to the bookies because I had 2 kids with me, and there was white coats at every entrance going, "You can't come in here with kids."
Really?
And the bookies were in the bar. I couldn't get to the bookies.
So he couldn't go, he popped by.
And then old mate said, "Oh, well, I'll look after them for you if you like. They can just stand here."
They just
I'll
said
look
the old leave the kids at the door.
What about this? What about this at Kembla?
Makes you
What
stronger.
about this Kembla?
Makes you stronger.
What about this at Kembla? Allowed in the betting ring? Not allowed in the betting ring. What about that? I can have a hijab
You're
on or
fucking woolagog.
the white coats get me all the time for this because what happens is I go, oh yeah, sweet. So I do that when I'm betting. Then I go watch horses parade. Kembla's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's winter. And you watch the horses parade. Gel light number 6, gel light number 6, and you walk back into gel light number 6. Mate, I've told you about your headwear. What? Oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
What's that rule about?
What's that rule about?
Well,
What, is this an illegal?
they're
I got
looking
this for
for a bit of
$10.
action.
You're not allowed in the Kembla
I'm allowed to
betting.
wear it at poker tournaments. Like this is how I play poker.
Is that
I don't have this, honey. I have this.
Rules are fucked.
Rules are funny, aren't they?
All right, lovely. Now, moving along. Plenty
I
of
can
tweets.
wear a hijab and pray 5 times a day to a pretend person
Yes. Yes. Facing, as long as you're facing the right way.
and get stampeded at.
Oh,
What about how they got 700? Why wasn't it 7,000? Fuck, it was cruel. Wasn't it a damaging figure? Honestly.
700.
got
Have they found the girls yet?
Oh, yesterday was funny. I was watching Sky Channel. I've just got a Sky Channel, so I got some news through. Glenn Schofield's stuck in traffic and going to miss his ride in one of the races. Oh, that was hilarious. So bad luck to Glenn got stuck in traffic.
I tell you, I've driven to Kembla for 35 years and going down that Wollongong Mountain.
That
I've
is-
never seen traffic once.
No, but it is the
Just
lowest
me and she
ride.
was late.
I had to do it a few
a low
times
ride.
for certain reasons.
Going back up the hill?
Oh,
Up the hills.
isn't it the lowest
It's a low
ride?
ride.
Anyway, all right. Well, G said, I've had plenty of tweets about your Melbourne story.
Yeah, it's a good story.
The 2 Camrys.
I love the way you said, oh, you would have been like an arrogant rich guy too. You're like, yeah, maybe.
Camrys anyway, Toyotas. How do you afford me?
Well, this is when the Toyota first came out because they were at the auctions. I got all my cars at the auctions. Now the Ford.
How many cars have you got?
How many cars have I owned?
No, but that car brought the
823? Because I buy them and then sell them a week later because I need the money again.
yeah. Wasn't there some sort of rort?
Oh, listen, please.
What I saw yesterday, I haven't seen for a very long time. I saw a Lexus. Remember the Toyota Lexus?
Lexus.
The
Yeah,
Commodore,
the
the
very
rebadged
Lexus.
Commodores?
Wow, you haven't seen one in ages.
And this Lexus wasn't being handled too well either, or
Yeah.
looking too good.
The old wing kill
I
rod.
saw a lowered Gemini about 2 weeks
Wow.
ago. Remember the old Gemini? Yeah,
Yeah.
a little lowered Gemini. Which I haven't seen for a while. Oh, days gone
You've got to get
by.
out wide, I think, because
Full stop there, you've got to get out wide.
Well, G said midweek racing at Rose Hill. Full fields plus 4 emergencies. What's going on? Bizarro world.
It is Bizarro World Day, well, G, but it is a little. It looks. I'm sure I'm going to have an entertaining day, win or lose, because there'll be no one there. That bar will definitely be closed. That bar will be closed.
Oh,
Though.
well, it doesn't matter.
will we actually be in that area, or will we be in the old, the
No, you'll be.
other midweek area?
Oh.
You know how?
No, we'll be where we are.
Yeah, I'd say because they would have just left the stands.
Yeah. Look, it's what A. Mason keeps saying, and I'd never thought about it, but Aaron is desperate for a run-on midweek track. Right?
Who is?
Aaron,
Yeah.
right? So he wants Kensington back.
Yeah.
We all want Kensington back, but anyway. The point is that the trainers have gone, oh, we've got to run on midweek, so
Yeah,
they
let's go.
pile in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Rose Hill. Yeah, unfortunately they've got a 6-metre up.
Yeah, that's it. And that's Bryce Hayes in our show. He had he took his 2 or 3 horses that are sort of big sort of horses. He takes them down to Melbourne because that's his only metro
And
prize.
runs them at Mooney Valley.
No, Pakenham.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pakenham's midweek prize money down there.
All right.
There's no run
Liam.
on the synthetic, isn't there? Isn't it packed
There's both.
Racing.com's back to grass.
Oh, is it? Yeah, lovely. Liam has said, just wondering whether I could ask Mark about his approach to form. A few weeks ago he made a passing remark when he looks at a race he doesn't think in terms of lengths a horse got beaten, but rather whether it ran below or above its SP. This is probably a face to palm type question, but once you've made a call about whether a horse performed above or below its SP, how do you apply that information? i.e. if it runs under its SP, does that mean it was flattered and should be opposed, or does it mean it is going well and has a bit to offer? No doubt that oversimplified it, but if Mark could please provide some insight, it would be highly appreciated.
You have good insight with these types
From
of sports,
Liam.
but this is one of your real areas of strength.
Right, so horse SP is 7 to 2, and I think it's run above its SP, then it's like repricing 5 to 2, and if I think it's run below its SP, I'm repricing it back to 5 to 1. It's just simply using the SP to put a mark on a run.
As a rating.
Yeah, it's a rating.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, we're given a rating at the end of the betting. The consensus, all the money's in, and they've rated the horse.
Yes.
And I'm taking that rating and I'm just plus or minusing it depending on my own particular view of things.
How severe do you go? Like if a horse is won at 100 to 1, what reprice were you going to put on it?
Yeah, I can't come in a long way, no.
No, fair enough. Like if it's won by 4 lengths at 100 to 1, what could you do?
That becomes bizarro.
Just bizarro.
Yeah. That's more bizarro. That happens once a year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Okay.
Gwenda.
Okay,
Gwenda
we'll say.
Kemba.
Okay, let's go again. It's won 20 to 1. You know, hasn't had the greatest run, hasn't had the worst run. Where are we going to end up? Does that become a 10 to 1 chance?
Yeah, that's as far close as far as I'll come in. Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. Cool. All right. I hope that interests. I hope that answers the question.
I'm just using the SP as my starting rating.
It's a guide. It's like I don't know. It's a ruler to draw up the page to write a new paragraph. Yeah.
It's an organising system. The Dewey Decimal System. Glenn, were you pro Dewey Decimal System? The Dewey Decimal System. Libraries.
I used to like the library.
Yeah, you'd love a library.
I like the library.
You'd like the library.
First of all, it's quiet.
Yeah.
And you can hide.
You can wear a hoodie in it. Our man Johnny Walter tweeted out during the week. Glenn, you might have an opinion on this. Good early signs for 4 kilo apprentice Michaela Weir. Can get them out into a position, patient, and they run for her.
And I
Hashtag
agree.
promising.
I agree with John.
Where's she?
Well, I've been laying her on Bedford. On my days off in the run a little bit because I don't do any form for when I'm at home on my days off, but I like to lay them in the run. And when Michaela Weir popped up, I thought, well,
good luck.
Sounds Asian, so I want to lay her. Doesn't she?
Like Darren Weir.
Yeah.
Just Michaela.
Yes.
Michaela is a feminine form of
Singapore.
Michael. Sounded a bit weak and Asian to me, and I've been losing at it, John, because you're right. She does seem to get them into a good position, patient, and they do run well the last round. It's a good tweet by John Walker. I think she's a good little apprentice to follow, and on my laying days with her have been.
And she rode a winner after that tweet, so I think she rode 2 or 3 yesterday.
Yeah, she did, because I lost them.
And Hats also chimed in saying I should come over the top and throw the name out there, but obviously John Walter has...
Yeah. Good on you, Johnny, good on you.
Any odds yesterday at Armadale?
Sorry?
Well, I said, were they any odds, the winners at Armadale yesterday?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. Glenn could tell you. Look at his
Just a very prescient tweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Prescient, sorry.
She did write one, which was favourite, which one I like. Okay, it's that third spot. I was never ever going to get beat. Once I laid, it's gone.
They had a 2-year-old race yesterday.
Yeah.
It was,
Did she ride that winner too?
Oh, I see. So this was Tamworth at Armadale.
The old Tamworth.
First 2-year-old race.
First 2-year-old. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, we've got the 2-year-olds this week, Glenn.
I was Lucky Elmo about 5 years ago.
Yes, Lucky Elmo.
I wonder where Lucky is. Bindi probably did what she does with the slow dogs. Just
The
drown
them. Harder to drown a horse than a dog. Barney.
a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, go on,
Barney, I'm down for the Epsom Grand Final double. What do tourists do that annoys Glenn the most at Royal Randwick? Hashtag Ask Glenn.
So what does he mean? He's
coming down and he wants to work.
He doesn't want to raise your eye.
Or he might want to raise his eye.
Oh, yeah, whatever. But it's a good question.
He wants to put your drink on the betting stand.
Drink on the betting stand.
Next to your laptop.
Fuck, doesn't it?
Actually,
I just look at people like I'm from ISIS and they do that.
oh yeah.
They just go, he's going to cut my head off.
Oh, it's a big day. I wonder if that girl that drives us mad or the.
Oh, shit.
It's every chance.
Oh,
We haven't had it for 6 months.
there she is.
Oh god.
Come and say, Barney, come and say hello. If you're at the races, come and say hello.
Bring 6 beers
I
over
won't
and put
be
them on the
there.
table.
Don't put
It'll be
them on the table.
good.
Just come over and say good day.
Stand in
and
the
I
way.
look forward to saying hello to you, Barney. I'd like to have been called Barney. It's a good name, isn't it?
Yeah, Barney.
You just call yourself Barney.
Nah, I can't.
Lee,
Barney Potter.
as in Melbourne punter. More confusion for the Glenster. He's just raising this out. How on earth can young Matt listen to Melbourne radio in Sydney.
How do you do? What does that mean?
That's the wonders of the internet.
So he listens to Melbourne radio whilst in Sydney, Glenn.
Yeah, Bard Sydney radio.
And you know, I'm doing all you blokes, and I'm a bit. Like, you just never notice anything about me anymore. I had my teeth cleaned this morning.
I was thinking about that yesterday, the very thing yesterday. You talking about having your teeth cleaned.
Because I'm getting them every 3 months.
Has it been 3 months since you...
It says every 3 months.
Because I'll tell you why I'm doing that. Because I went with Cody Morgan and this beautiful girl. I can't even remember her name anymore. Lily. God, I dropped it. And
Which isn't even a name.
we went to the Rodeo. We went to the Rodeo, and then we went to the bar across the road. And I was at the bar by myself getting some drinks for the 4 of us. And the most beautiful girl in the world, about 28 blonde. She said, "I just die for blokes with white teeth."
Oh, did you?
This is what the day after.
Yeah.
I said, "Darling, I'm straight to the
I'm straight to
dentist."
the light. But remember the last time...
Anyway, so I said I'm getting my teeth done every 3 months for 150.
Yeah.
If Sheila's come up and say that to you.
Yeah, but remember the last time you said that? You said that about a girl she was hanging out with a nice dude and you were going to get on the pipe, but you didn't go through with that.
Yeah, I know. I took a big game. I got no game.
Are you in the gym as well?
But I got to get back to the gym. You're bloody in good nick at the moment, Dal.
Dale's
All
been
pumped
doing
up.
his
Yeah,
lessons.
I've been in pretty good nick for a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well,
well.
you Dallas. You got to do something to cover up that head. Anyway, let's. It says wrong. I hit the ball.
Sorry, Fabio. Now, we were just mentioning about media, Glenn. You saw an ad on the TV. Like, you haven't heard this story. This is beautiful.
I'm about to hear it.
Yeah.
So anyone that's been watching Sky, you've been seeing we've been getting a lot more money's gone in our business and everything's going hunky-dory, and we've been advertising on Sky. Do you know for the Punny Show?
No.
Okay, it's a really schmicky little ad, but it starts off, do you want to get at the punter's edge? Do you want to be inside the game where the grass stuff is? Do you want this? And I'm going, yeah. They go to puntyshow.com. I said, I'm going to look that right up. That's what I thought. Not that I realised I was a 33% shareholder. And I just fucking couldn't believe it. And I was telling Dallas the story because, and I might have told you, as in my first wife, Nicole,
Here's a story.
she was a very attractive girl through Miss Bondi, and she
Still is.
and a lovely person, and you know, God bless her and all that, and blah blah blah. But one day, for whatever reason, she had to go somewhere, and I had to go somewhere, and her arrangement got changed. So she went to Chatswood, and I was at Chatswood, and it was just one of those times I was walking up Victoria Road, Chatswood, and I saw this chick about 80 yards ahead of me, and there was no one in between. I went, have a fucking look at this fucking broad. Have a fucking look. And I'm just undressing her with my eyes. I get closer and closer and closer, and she goes, hi darling, hi Glenn. I go, oh, fuck. That was my wife of 15 years, and she went, I just called you perving on me, and you didn't know it was me. It was exactly the same conniption. I went, oh no, you know when you're a husband, you never stop lying. No, I always knew it was you, honey. But I got sprung perving on my own wife by my wife, and the same thing happened with the Punisher. The same thing happened. I'm going, have a look.
You were
at
perving
this.
on the...
I'm going, this is what I want. I want the inside info. I'm going to look this up. And sure enough, fucking there it was.
Wow. Great story.
Conniption, Katie Kierick. From Lucas, thanks to Dallas and Vince. Is it via RSN, Matthew?
Yep, RSN and radio report.
Yeah.
Dallas does.
Lovely. Back Catkins, but Mounting Yard report made me lay off on peeping. 18s if you don't mind, umpire.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah,
Good
lovely.
find. I thought she was just a sprinter, but they relaxed well enough, didn't she? That
She had a
people?
perfect run.
Perfect
You know,
run.
perfect run, and the
One
horse
couple
is
game.
not happening in the race.
Yep.
This horse is not happening in that race.
Yeah.
Arabian Gold,
That
they're not
doesn't make
happening.
sense. Yeah.
Catkins, they're just all not happening. Slightly Sweet's done nothing. Very Delicious has been going around since 2002, and it got into placing with a good run.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the SP with Catkins last start sort of
Yeah,
Well, I marked it relatively long.
Yes, you did 2-1, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, and the best email or information from the week
And
from
I
Mark
saw him
Crockett.
down there yesterday, Kimler went out of my way to say, well done, keep going. I said,
Yep.
the good news about you, Paddy Murphy, is there's no one to beat for this time.
Yeah, that's right, and that's from Mark Cruikshank saying, the Punter Show may have launched another media star with Patrick Murphy on Sky doing Mounting Yard at Kembla.
Hashtag
Outside.
finally some talent in the ring.
Yeah.
Well, he went down to do it yesterday, and then all of a sudden Wayne Harris didn't turn up. So I don't know what that was all about.
he was there for parts of it.
Was he?
Yeah, he did most races.
Oh, okay, good.
Let's hope
But
Patrick
Wayne
gets
was there as he was.
Well, we
Yeah.
need
more Patrick.
We need more Patrick.
Beautiful. Good work,
and a
part
good
two.
guy.